Hello, dear students. Let us understand about the issues in working capital. So we all know that the meaning of working capital is nothing but it is a capital where it is required to run the day-to-day operations of the business. So apart from the huge amount that is a capital fund, capital investment that is for land, building and machineries, we need additionally some fund to run the basic operations, day-to-day operations of the company, of the organization, and that we represent here as working capital. Here also we need to face many issues. So though there are different benefits are there, so uh, here also we need to face some difficulties, some challenges in working capital. Let us discuss one by one. First one is lack of real time information. So getting accurate data. See why we are running the business. Motive is by running the business we need to get the profit, and that profit is to be distributed to the stakeholders, and we should satisfy our customers. So there are many objectives like this. So in this scenario, so how much working capital we require, that accurate data that we cannot able to get, right? So based on the month end information and some paper based reports, so randomly we can say that yes, this much assumption we can give, but accurate data of working capital requirement, so that is difficult. So that is what a major issue in working capital. So next is too many stakeholders involved. So there is not any only one ownership involved in the business. Many partners, stakeholders, investors will be there in one single organization. In this scenario, balancing or managing all the different stakeholders is somehow difficult. Say for example, you know working capital management, basically it includes managing of inventory, yes, goods, cash, accounts receivables, payables, right? So in this scenario, think about that how many stakeholders will be there in the company. So there will be lots and lots of receivables that we need to get and payables that we need to pay. So tackling the different things for one single company is somehow very difficult. That is what the harder part in the working capital. This is the biggest challenge. Okay, and next, no formal structure. There is not any clear cut structure in this working capital management. Why? Because this working capital is not such a huge money. So that is why proper or formal structure is not here. So there is not any designated persons with clear ownership mid-size. So that is not here uh, because of these things we need to face poor accountability. If accountability is not there, running the organization or else organization survival is somehow difficult. Next is changing tax laws. So because of the political environment, frequently changing tax policies. So we know about GST, pre-GST times. So that is input tax credit is there. So whereby because of this, so fluctuating policies, changing tax policies. So all the vendors, they have to face lots and lots of difficulties in managing the working capital. If that is not happened in an appropriate manner, obviously that leads to a biggest failure of the business. Say for example, your production process, starting from the purchasing of raw materials, your production cycle, and delivering to the customers, everything will be difficult. And next is limited visibility. That is, we cannot able to focus for a long period of time. What happens in the future, that we cannot predict. So strategic and operational level of assuming working capital, that is somehow difficult. And next is, so working capital strategy is actually not aligned with the overall organizational strategy. That is the biggest part, biggest issue that we need to face in this working capital management. Thank you all.